Hey everyone, it's Sunflower Spirit here, and I'm here to do a reading for the new moon in Aquarius, which is today. And so let's just take an energy check-in and see where the energy is at for the collective, for everybody. So what is this new moon in Aquarius bringing us, please? I'm going to take some energy oracles here. What is the new moon in Aquarius bringing? We have journey. Yeah, absolutely. I feel like that's kind of been a theme for this year in general, for the moons that we've previously had. We're on some sort of journey. It looks like this is a solo journey. This could be a spiritual journey. What else do we have for everyone for the new moon in Aquarius, please? We have the temple path, again with the journey. Yeah, so there's something about like going down your path, finding your path, being able to navigate your path, using discernment on that path. Very beautiful. And one more, please, for everyone, for this new moon Aquarius. What is the energy for everyone, please, for new moon Aquarius strategy? Okay, so you are protected, but they're saying that there is an element of strategy. I said discernment earlier, so that could be the same thing. Really trying to figure out like what you need to do, how you go about doing this. Some things that come to mind are, people that you may need to cut out, ideas that you need to try, things that you need to go after. We have Angel of Balance on the back. So yeah, that shows me that there's an element of having patience, needing to balance yourself out, needing to use strategy. Both of these it's kind of like, you're kind of like going to the next level, I feel like, or reaching some sort of like self-actualization in this process. There's something where you're crossing a bridge where, something that once was is no longer going to be. You're in new territory now. It's interesting that we have 12 and 21 here. Those both break down to threes. And then 48 would also break down to a 3. So we have 2, 3, 3, 3. 3, 3. Threes are about body, mind, and spirit. Like, how do you interconnect those? How do those interplay together? How do you get them all to be in synergy with each other? So that's very beautiful. Let's put these away and let's pull some tarot, and we'll see what else we have for this new moon in Aquarius. So what is the message, please, for everybody for this new moon in Aquarius? What does everyone need to know? What is the energy for this new moon in Aquarius? Energy, please, for everyone for new moon Aquarius. We have Knight of Swords. Okay, so a lot of thoughts, a lot of communication. Again, with that protection, you are flying on protection. You are stable. There's something here where like you really need to speak your mind. You really need to learn something. You really need to temper your thoughts a little bit, I'm seeing. But you're stable here and you have some great ideas. So how can you implement those great ideas? What else do we have? Page of Wands. Yeah, there's an element of excitement, very excited energy, like playful energy. This is young energy. This is new energy. You're entering something new. I'm getting childlike energy, inner child energy, something that's exciting your inner child. You are stable with something. You have some sort of idea that you're taking to a next level, and something that you could potentially bring to fruition within the physical world. That's so beautiful. You're really trying to figure something out, explore some possibilities, figure something out. Very exciting energy, exciting and fast energy. What else do we have for new moon in Aquarius? King of Pentacles. This has to deal with your stability. This has to deal with your groundedness, with your resourcefulness, with your ability to be a good business person or a good financially stable person. I feel like, do you see how he's like standing on those antlers? So I feel like there's something here where you feel like you're really like trying to balance something. Like you worked really hard to make your way to the top of here by the stability below, but there's also something where like you feel like it might be fragile, and I don't know if it is. We can look more into it. I don't know if it's actually fragile or if you're just feeling that way, but there's something here where you want to act, but I feel like there's also this pull to be like more grounded about it or more discerning about how you're acting here concerning your physical world stability. What else do we have here for New Moon Aquarius? We have Page of Pentacles. So yeah, maybe a little bit of slower energy. So maybe there could be like a push-pull energy. There's something here where you have planted a seed, you planted an idea. You're trying to really figure out how you can make this idea manifest. You have a really good idea and you're really trying to spiritually assess the situation. Like how can I put this into implementation so I can get the King of Pentacles stability out of it? Beautiful energy. What is this new moon in Aquarius for everyone, please? We have the Sun. So you're gaining clarity, a lot of abundance here. There's a lot of clarity to be had, a lot of warmth, joy, passion, something that you are able to see. Like you're able to see something now. Maybe you weren't able to see it before, but it's because you've been doing this exploring. It's because you've had this sort of like childlike energy of, you know, even though it's push and pull, you've like planted a seed and you've waited, but you're also really ready to go. You have this sort of like motivation and really abundant energy, really kind of in your masculine energy, with this sort of like motivation and action taking that I'm seeing here. What else do we have for New Moon Aquarius for everybody? We have Five of Swords. So you could be a little in your head. I think you could be like wondering which battles you should pick too. I do see you have a bunch of clarity, so I'm not really sure why you're in your head, but I think maybe something about your past experiences or your past heartbreaks has something to do with this. There's a lot of potential for love and abundance here, but there's also like this potential of like you looking back at something that maybe didn't work out and you really struggling. You're having some sort of like internal struggle with yourself where you're like, I know this is the right thing to do, but this happened in the past. So it's kind of like that fear. I feel like maybe some fear holding you back a little bit. So don't let that get in your way. Figure out, like, is this a battle that I need to be fighting, or is this just wasting my energy? That discernment coming out again. And this could have to do with a relationship, but I'm also seeing it has to do with something about work or something about your finances or your physical world stability. So there's something in the past that I feel like maybe didn't work out. Maybe the situation was fragile and maybe you did kind of like fall off these antlers. You were in this place where you fell off and seriously injured yourself or something like that. And so now that's kind of like an injury. I mean, that could be like metaphorically, right? Like you were traumatized or you felt like you made the wrong decision and then you had to kind of like pay for those consequences, something like that. So let's see what else. What else do we have for everyone for the new moon in Aquarius? Three of Wands. Yeah, you've really been planning for something. I feel like you've really tried to figure out how can I, make this work for me? How can I make this stability work for me? How do I figure out how to like put my ideas into action so that I can make them show up realistically like the King of Pentacles does in life? So that's kind of where you're at. But I feel like you're also kind of like waiting, and I think this waiting has to do with this, whatever this being in your head is about. What else do we have for everyone? Ace of Wands. Yeah, really a lot of passion. Something's really sparked your interest here. And there is a lot of abundance to be had with it. There's some sort of interest that's been sparked, some sort of motivation, some sort of passion that is like driving you on this. You're learning about something. I feel like this is like a self-growth process too, where you're learning about like how your motivation is attached to your inner child and is attached to like your sense of self-worth and your kind of like solar plexus energy of like your confidence relating to the world or how you relate yourself to the world. What else do we have for everyone for new moon in Aquarius? We have Four of Swords. So they're saying take time to rest. They're saying do think about this. Don't get in your head too much, but make sure that your thoughts are stable and make sure that your communication is stable before you move forward. There's something here that is new. There's an opportunity for newness. That's kind of the idea of a new moon. She's like laying on this new moon. So they're showing me that you're supported with whatever energy this is bringing you. Whatever this new moon energy is bringing you, you are definitely supported, but you do need to take time to rest and really contemplate on the things that you want so that you make the best decision that you can. And I see you doing that. I see you really like this struggle here. I do think there is a struggle, but because it's only that one card, all these other cards are showing me that like whatever it is that you're struggling with in your head, whatever you're really like in conflict about, is not going to determine your success here. We have the Three of Cups, so relying on your friends. Also another three. We have those 3 and the body, mind, spirit. How is your body, mind, spirit aligned in your connections with others, in your relationships with others? We have the Five of Wands on the back. Okay, so just be cautious of like the people that you are putting your trust in or that you're relying on. Make sure that they're for you, not against you. And sometimes that can be hard because people can, they'll hide who they are so that they can get what they want, right? But I don't see that being an issue. I just see that being an issue if you go with more of maybe like those negative undertones of this Five of Swords where you let those thoughts win. Maybe those more negative thoughts or those thoughts about the past, if you let those win. But if you push through that and you really figure out, like, you know what, I'm capable of doing this. My track record shows me that I can do this. Like, I have confidence in myself with the Sun here. I have this passion and desire to do it and this drive to do it, and it's worth doing, and it aligns with my values. You will be absolutely fine. And I feel like this could have, I do get something about physical world stability. So maybe like work, something with work. Maybe you're changing career paths, or if it's not changing career paths, there's an opportunity for, connections with others at work where you can develop yourself, and these people are here to support that process. They're here to like help you thrive, to get the best that you can out of some sort of financial situation, work situation, something that has to deal with your physical world stability. So very clear message. I could go ahead and clarify these though. I know you guys like that. So we'll just see if we get anything else, like a bigger picture that comes out. What is this Knight of Swords for this new moon in Aquarius for everyone? What is this Knight of Swords? We have Temperance. Perfecting balance. Yeah, so remember I said, like, you have all these ideas, but just make sure that, like, you support yourself, the universe supports you, and don't act too hastily. Make sure that you, like, are balancing out what it is that you really want, and balancing your emotions as well, making sure that you're not just balancing your thoughts, but balancing your emotions as well. That's beautiful. And also having patience with yourself for the process, giving yourself grace. What is this Page of Wands, please, for everyone? We have Page of Coins, no follow through. Came out in the reverse. So I feel like when you're exploring, make sure that, like, because sometimes with the Page of Wands, what can happen is we have that motivation, we have that internal drive, but because it's such a young card, the Page is like the youngest of the Wands, of the people cards. Sometimes we have these ideas, but we just, we get passionate for a moment and then we just kind of let it go. So that's kind of what this balance is saying. It's like, look at you. Look, this lady has this wand here. I don't know if you can see it, this Knight of Swords. She's got the wand. She's already like, no, I got this. I'm cutting through these dark clouds. And this cloud could also be representative of this Five of Swords energy. So, really cutting through, making sure that you're following through too, because universe is like, look, I got you. Like, I have so many cards here that show me that you are supported. So, making sure that you're following through here, that you're laying a solid foundation to follow through. What is this King of Pentacles for everyone, please? Judgment. Heeding the call. Yeah, So this is kind of what I was saying about this Five of Swords being underneath the King of Pentacles. Something happened in the past with work or with finances or something where, like, you really need to take time to assess the situation from the past. And in assessing the situation, you're going to take this call. Like, universe is like, hey, I got this opportunity for you. Would you like to do it? And you're in your head like, I don't know, last time really didn't work out the way that I wanted to, and I'm really disappointed about that. Like, I don't know if I could set myself up for that again. So it's kind of having that courage to be like, yeah, maybe I'll learn from the past. How can I learn from the past? Like, make a list or something. Like, what happened in the past that didn't work out to your favor or to your liking? And maybe you could write down some things like, I don't want this to happen again, or I do want this to happen. This is what worked well. This is what didn't work well. Something like that. But ultimately, they're saying, like, you have this choice. We're giving you this opportunity. Do you see this angel? It's like, here's this opportunity. Here's that opportunity. Take my hand. So you just have to have that courage to kind of, and it's really scary because they're going to jump off, and are they going to fly? Who knows? Never done it before. So, going to have to find out. Not telling anyone to jump off any cliffs, but you get the idea. Okay. Page of Pentacles. Why is this Page of Pentacles here? For the new moon in Aquarius. We have Nine of Swords, mental anguish. So this is your inner child. This is the needs that weren't met by that inner child. You have planted a seed, and now you're in your head about this. It's kind of like the Five of Swords, where you're like, oh my gosh, can I do this? Like, this feels too good to be true. Like, where is the other shoe going to drop? And that's a trauma response. So the Page of Pentacles to the Nine of Swords is going to be a trauma response in, like, you know, you are in your head because you're like, oh my gosh, like, I totally have this at my fingertips. Like, I just got to make the right decisions here. So you're kind of like getting in your head about it. And so they're saying, you know, get out of your head. You already planted the seed. The flower is already growing, or the tree, or whatever you planted is already on its way up through the dirt. So now you just have to cultivate that. So how do you do that? What is this sun energy here for? We have the Eight of Cups, walking away. Yeah, so you're going to have to walk away from these thoughts. You're going to have to walk away from this struggle, this conflict within yourself. Why? Because, like I already said, universe is offering this opportunity. You're protected here. You have protection. You have backup. The universe is like, I'm supporting you 100%. You just need to make that decision to move forward instead of staying in the past. That's really hard. It's easier said than done. Like, I could sit here and tell you that, and it can sound really easy, right? But actually doing it is really hard because it's complex. We have all these thoughts and emotions. We have all these, you know, fears and desires. It's really complex. What is this Five of Swords energy for the new moon in Aquarius? We have the Knight of Cups. Follow your heart. Absolutely. Look at this. You know what's interesting about this, too? We got... this is the Knight of Cups, follow your heart. But do you see how this guy, he's like lacking a heart. Something happened, like his heart is gone. He doesn't even have a heart. She took his heart. So how do you follow your heart? Like, Five of Swords, it looks like if you go down the path of the Five of Swords, it's like, you're not going to know, like, up from down, right from wrong. So that's why they're saying, check in with yourself, ground yourself with your heart. What is it that you really want right now? Because the universe has already said yes. They've set the Judgment card. It's like, yes, here you go. You can do it like the past, or you could have a different future. The choice is yours. We're giving you that choice. But the universe can't do it for you because you have free will. So they can support you 100%, but if you choose something different, they'll support you with that too. They support you with everything. But they're saying, here, we have an opportunity for you. Our suggestion is to take this opportunity. Our suggestion is to follow your heart. What is it that you want? Follow what you want. Our suggestion is for you to figure that out by tempering your emotions and balancing yourself out. What is this Three of Wands for the new moon in Aquarius? What is this Three of Wands for the new moon in Aquarius? We have Three of Coins, loss of motivation. So they're saying don't let this like little waiting period lose your motivation. This kind of came out in the reverse, loss of motivation. And so instead of doing it this way, how could you find people, find people, threes. Somebody has a 3 thing going on here, so I would look that up. I would Google that. How can you make this work better for you? How can you work with others? Your fear is going to be the only thing that keeps you from this. Because right now you're in this weird, like, uncomfortable space that's kind of like between things right now. And it's so uncomfortable. And that's why you're in your head. And that's why you're like, maybe I should just do it by myself. I don't need to rely on others. No, you need to rely on others. That's that discernment, you know? What is this Ace of Wands for everybody for... What is this Ace of Wands for everyone for the new moon in Aquarius, please? We have the Star. Wish granted. Oh my gosh, I cannot make this up. So yeah, this is like, you've wanted this for so long, you put your energy, this is also the Aquarius card. And so to me that says they're like, yep, we got you 100%. Whatever you're motivated, whatever you're passionate, you've already planted the seed, you've already done the work that needs to be done. Now you just have to follow through to fruition. And that follow through part can be sometimes the hardest part of this journey. It's like that last little step where it's like, I don't know, I'm going to risk it all for this, you know? And they're saying, yeah, but your wish is going to be granted. You've started something. You've initiated something that is coming to fruition. And they want you to see the effects of that. Because ultimately it's what you want. It's something in your heart that you want. What is the Four of Swords? What is this Four of Swords for the new moon in Aquarius, please? What is the Four of Swords for the new moon in Aquarius? We have King of Wands, natural born leader. Yeah, so you really have to think about, like, you might be dancing to the beat of your own drum. And that might be what scares the hell out of you right now, is that you are doing something, you've never seen anyone in your life do something similar to this. And so you're like, can I really have this? The Five of Swords, the Knight of Swords. Is this really what I need to be doing? Is this a good use of my time and my energy and my resources? And they're saying, yeah, it's because nobody's ever followed this path before. You're like a pavemaker, waymaker, you know, like you're paving the way because nobody's ever done this before. That's fine. That's actually what you need to be doing, because we got the journey card. Do you remember? The journey. This is a self journey. This is a solo journey. And so this is you're taking hold of that energy and you're saying, yes, I am the master of this energy. I can create whatever I want. I'm not going to let those thoughts get in the way. I'm going for it. I have what it takes. I know universe supports me. I trust that 100%. And you're going after it. And then we have Page of Wands, energetic powerhouse on the back. Yes, see? All these Wands cards, there's something here where, like, you just need to take action with this. You need to trust yourself that you have the tools. You have this wand that you can wave. And now you have to have that, like, outward expression of it. And this is a healing, something you've healed is creating this. That's why you're getting this wish granted with the Star. You have to have faith for this. You have to rely on the people that you trust in your life to help you with this, because they're going to. And that's why universe is offering them to you right now as well. This is so beautiful. This is awesome. Like, I think the only thing in your way right now is going to be those thoughts. And those thoughts have to deal with what happened in the past. And I think really right now you're called to be like, yeah, I acknowledge that there was some things in the past that didn't go the way that I particularly wanted them to go, and I don't want to repeat that. So how do you have to figure out, how do you not repeat that now? How do you get what you want and not go down that same path and not create those same barriers and obstacles for yourself? And one of the things that will help you with this is you've got to walk away from something. You've got to walk away from the things that weren't serving you, the people that weren't serving you, the situations that weren't serving you, the thoughts, the emotions, everything that wasn't serving you. Another thing that you really have to do is you really have to focus on, you have really worked to kind of lay this foundation and to get to a place where you could plant a seed. And you have done the work. You have done that work to cultivate the soil and all of that. And so now you just really need to be attentive to the details as far as cultivating this this new life, whatever this seed that you planted is coming to fruition. And how do you do that? And it's really like about you. It's really like a spiritual journey, a self journey of your healing process, of you healing your inner child, and of you, trusting in the universe. So this is a beautiful reading. I hope this resonated for you. I hope it was helpful. Thank you guys so much for stopping by, and I will talk to you later.